Let's talk about making money, monetizing your group. So there's 4 kind of life paths of someone who enters Skool and starts a Skool community. The first and easiest one is that you can just keep your community free forever. And that's totally fine. It's a better platform, it's more engaging, you guarantee the reach of all your posts, people can interact with each other, you have leaderboards, you can unlock content, making sure they actually share it and refer people back to you. There's tons of amazing features that make Skool superior to any other platform for just providing value. At the next level, you might start with this and then switch to paid over time. Now, to be clear, you can't start everyone for free and then switch to paid and then all of them are getting billed. That would be unethical. And so if you switch to paid, everyone who's free will be grandfathered in at free. Now, here's a little pro tip for you. If you know that you're going to eventually go to paid, tell people when you're inviting them that this group will be paid in the future. And so they'll have a stronger incentive to join now. It puts urgency around why, like the big reason why they should join, because it's going to be paid eventually. All right. And you can tell them you're going to keep that price forever as long as you stay in. Right. And so it gives them an incentive to stay and engage as well. So free, and then you switch to paid. Now, after that point, anyone who joins now joins the party late after the party's already booming, and then you charge ticket for entry. Right? And that's recurring monthly. So that's option 2. Option 3 is that you keep your free community, right? You keep the same free community, and then you just start a second community where people can choose to join at a price of some sort. And you might get additional features, additional access, additional events, additional content, whatever that comes in this community that isn't here. And honestly, the best way to get people to want to join this one is to make this one awesome. The fourth path, and I just put it here for obviousness, is that you can just start a paid community, which is totally fine. But I like to show all of the paths because people are going to be starting at different points with different skill sets and different assets. Now, what are you going to price your community at? So just to give you some data, the majority of groups on Skool right now are between $19 and $299 a month. And that's a big range. And part of that comes down to what the group is about. If you're teaching digital marketing tactics to agency owners doing $20,000 a month or more, then you can probably charge a lot more because the value of the content you are delivering relative to how much they're going to make, there's a huge discrepancy, so you can charge more for it. On the flip side, if you're showing people how to water paint for kids, there's probably going to be a lower amount of budget that people are willing to spend on their kids, and even for the information relative to what's available online for free. And so that is kind of how you're going to dictate where on this range you go. Now again, you can go outside of this range. This is just to give you an idea of where most people are. You can obviously go above, you can even go below. Now, here's my recommendation for thinking through this, is what's your goal? Now, I'm going to use $10,000 a month because that's the most common goal that we get when people say they're coming in of what they want to make. All right, so if I were to reverse engineer this $10,000 a month goal, I could either have 10 people at $9.99 per month, I could have 100 people at $99 a month, or I could have 1,000 people at $9.99 a month. Any of these would still accomplish the goal. The difference between these prices is going to be relative to who I'm serving and the value that I'm delivering and or the problem that we're solving. And so once you know the price that you're going to charge and you know what your goal is, all you have to do is reverse engineer the N, which is the number of units that you have to sell. And when I say sell, get people to join your community in order to accomplish your goal. If you want to take this a step further, you can even think about this from a daily goal perspective, which is how I like to do it. So if I know that I want to get to 100, then I know I have to add 3 people a day. And that's just to get to 100 a month. But if I did 100 in a year, then I can divide that by 12 and be like, okay, well, I need to do, well, shit, I don't know what the math is there. But not nearly as many per month. So I might have to just shoot for 1 every other day and I'll still be able to get there or even higher. All right, and so that's the thinking that I would like you to approach this with is, this is where most people are. You don't have to be there. For you, think about what goal you have and then reverse engineer the N that you need to get into your community to hit your goal. And then guess what? You can increase your goal.